Don't trust Kim Defector's warning to U.S. President Donald Trump over North Korea's lead. A North Korean defector has told U.S. President Donald Trump not to trust the secretive country's leader Kim Jong-un and his apparent willingness to discuss denuclearization. Na Min-hee, who now lives in South Korea, was among hundreds of young performers at a massive parade in Pyongyang in 2010 marking Kim's debut as heir to his father Kim Jong-il, and she urged Mr. Trump not to be taken in. Her warning came as Kim prepares to travel to the demilitarized zone for a meeting with South Korean President Moon Jae-in on Friday, which will pave the way for an historic summit with Mr. Trump himself, possibly as early as next month. She said, "I hope Trump does not waver from his previous position on North Korea. The country is not changing. I hope he will remember that Kim Jong-un is a criminal violating the human rights of the North Korean people. North Korea is a wasteland of human rights, and it is so disappointing that Kim is being taken seriously." Mr. Trump and Kim traded insults for months after the U.S. leader's 2016 election victory, so it was a major shock when he revealed he was prepared to meet his much-ridiculed counterpart. However, Na questioned Kim's sincerity, suggesting that he was simply playing for time as economic pressure increased on his country following the imposition of tough international sanctions. She explained, "Kim is just trying to find a way out of the dilemmas he's facing right now. There is no genuine intent to negotiate. He wants to buy time for his nuclear program. For my whole life, was father, Kim Jong-il, and now Kim Jong-un have not been interested in any real change. That would only lead to the demise of him and his regime." North Koreans are being told that these summits are only taking place because the U.S. is afraid of the country's nuclear weapons. These summits will be used as propaganda in Pyongyang to prop up the glorious reputation of Kim Jong-un as leader. Na's descended from communist rebels who fought alongside Kim Il-sung, the North's founder, in 1948. She worked as a chef in Pyongyang after graduating from college but was eventually permitted to apply for a job as a foreign worker as a consequence of being from a good family. She ended up working in a Chinese-run factory in another country, the details of which she wanted to keep confidential to protect others. The vast majority of what she earned was sent back to North Korea, which is heavily reliant on income generated by its army of overseas workers to help prop up its ailing economy. She said, "We were not allowed to talk to other workers. We could only leave the property once a week in supervised groups to buy food. We were not allowed to use phones and we could not watch television." She eventually managed to escape with £175 she managed to save and managed to contact the South Korean embassy. She now lives in Seoul, where she's getting ready to go to university with the help of a charity called Teach North Korean Refugees.